I am someone who gets overstimulated really easily. And as a student living in a hostel, there's almost always something happening. I love it, but after a while, it starts to feel like my brain has too many tabs open at once. And when that happens, I know it's time for a reset. I've noticed I do this thing whenever life starts feeling too loud. And by loud, I don't necessarily mean bad, just full. Too many things competing for my attention all at once. And whenever I get to that point, I suddenly become obsessed with the idea of starting over. I'll make a new routine, a new schedule, a new plan for my whole life. I'll convince myself that if I can just organize everything properly, I'll finally feel better. But lately, I've been wondering, why do I do that? Do I actually need a new routine, or do I just need to feel in control again? Maybe the problem isn't that my life is a mess. Maybe I'm just overstimulated. Maybe when my brain gets overwhelmed, it starts searching for a reset button. And instead of giving it rest, I keep giving it another project. So while I've been home for my summer vacations, I've been trying to pay attention to what actually helps. Not what makes me more productive, not what makes me a better student, just what makes me feel a little calmer, a little lighter, a little more like myself again. On a side note, there's something about doing this with the people you love that feels so different from doing it alone in your hostel bathroom. Like, this is the same sheet mask, the same routine, but it's just different. I have been making vision boards for years now. I make them every time I feel like my life is entering into a new chapter. Like back to uni, new semester, new year, new mid year, new month, random life reset at 2 a.m. Yeah. और जब भी मैं एक नया विजन बोर्ड बनाती हूँ, I think this to myself that this version of me is the version that is going to have it all together, is going to achieve everything, is going to achieve everything. And weirdly, to be very honest, some things do end up happening, but not in a magical manifestation way. Like, I will look back at my vision board someday and I'll be like, oh, I have this. Ye to ho gaya. And I think that is the reason why I am so much attached to vision boards and why I love making them. One more reason why I think I am really attached to making vision boards, it gives you a false sense of control over your life. Even if everything is messy and chaotic in your life, at least you can pretend that it is together in the form of cute little aesthetic Pinteresty pictures that you put together, and you hope that this would be your life. But I also think that this is a false sense of control. I'm feeling so guilty admitting all of this right now. Because जब आप vision board बनाते हो, it is like this instant dopamine spike, and your brain, like, it almost thinks कि ये सब कुछ तो हो चुका है. And there have been countless times I have felt this. It's like I romanticized the planning part so much that I forgot to become that person. I never really became that person. But I think this time feels a little bit different because I have not gained the discipline overnight. I mean, it's still me. लेकिन अभी जो मैं विजन बोर्ड बनाने वाली हूँ, I think I am going to actively chase every single picture on that vision board. I feel it in myself this time. Like, I don't want this vision board जो मैं अभी बनाने वाली हूँ to be just an aesthetic time capsule that I would want to look back at and would think, oh, these were the things जो मुझे चाहिए थी. No, not this time. This time I want to look back and I want to feel it in me that I genuinely tried to achieve everything on that vision board. So here's me making a vision board, except I am serious this time. Let's make it. I have to show you something very, very, very funny. I don't know if I should show you that or not. You'll probably laugh, but it's okay. It's okay. You're my friend. You're my friend. I'll show you. I made that using AI. I feel like this is a very good use of AI. Vision Board Pro Max. Envisioning your own self. No, do not laugh. Do not laugh. I have also made these. This is my YouTube and this is my Instagram. I'm being very delulu, but I think that is what the whole point of manifestation is, right? So yeah, I have one more image here. Me in perfect, fit, healthy shape that I want to be. Even though you're my friend, I feel like you'll laugh on that and I don't want you to laugh on that. Do not laugh. Do not laugh. Let's make the vision board now. I've realized that when I'm overstimulated, I start confusing clarity with control. I think if I make a better schedule or a better plan, I'll finally feel okay. But making this vision board wasn't really about controlling the future. It was about creating enough quiet to hear myself again. Less, who should I become? And more, who am I when all the noise goes away? I'm so happy about it! At some point during the evening, I think I got bored and decided to try this new eye look. Not because I was going anywhere, not because I needed content, or not because I had a reason. I was just curious, and I think that's another thing I forget when life gets busy. Not everything has to be useful. Sometimes it's nice to do something simply because it sounds fun for the next 20 minutes. No expectations, no end goal, just a little bit of play. And honestly, that's probably something my overstimulated brain needed more than another self improvement project. So, after I was done pretending to be a makeup artist, I washed off the eye look and went straight to my mom. And I asked her to do something that I have hated from the bottom of my heart for my entire childhood. When you're living away from home, you don't really notice all the little ways people take care of you until they are gone. And then one day you're back home, sitting on the floor while your mom oils your hair, and suddenly life doesn't feel quite so loud anymore. And then I did my gua sha routine, which is actually something I used to do pretty regularly. A few years ago, my gua sha stone broke, and for some reason, I just never replaced it. And isn't it funny how that happens? Not just with gua sha, but with so many little things that make us feel good. A favorite hobby, a routine, a small ritual that makes your day feel a little softer. Life gets busy, something interrupts it, and before you know it, months and years have gone by. So when I bought this new one, it wasn't really about the gua sha itself. I think it was more about returning to a version of myself that I hadn't made time for in a while. And maybe that's what this whole evening has been about. Not becoming someone new, just finding my way back to things that already make me feel like me. And of course, I ended the night the same way I end most nights, with Pinterest, my favorite little corner of the internet. And as I was scrolling, I kept thinking about the question I started this video with: why do I always feel the need to start over when life gets overwhelming? And I think a lot of us assume that the answer is to change something, to fix ourselves. But maybe not every season of overwhelm is asking us to become someone new. Maybe some seasons are just asking us to slow down. I really, really hope that this video reminds you that the reset you're looking for might be smaller than you think.